Hey YouTube creators, my name is Bigboysnacksjonnytv, aka what kind of snacks you want, because I got plenty to go around. This now we'll be going over my WWE NXT BattleGround review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please full watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end, because I'm on the road to 10K and the path to YouTube partner. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more rest content that I do on the channel, because I give you guys a full review, not to have my review. So follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my AEW Double or Nothing that I posted on the channel, and I got it set to premiere. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE NXT BattleGround was a good show for what it was, and I give it an 8.9 out of 10. All right, it says WWE NXT BattleGround is all set to pop off tonight, Sunday, May 25th, 2025, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, live on Peacock and WWE Network. Stephanie McCure will put her women's NXT Women's Championship on the line against the Juggernaut Jordan Grace. TNA World Champion Joe Hendry comes around to put his TNA Championship on the line against Trick Williams, and so much more. We can help get you up to speed on all that in our preview and predictions. Kick you off Kick your shoes off, relax, and enjoy all the action with the best pro wrestling community on the interweb. And remember to keep refreshing. So TNA World Champion Trick Williams defeats Joe Hendry. NXT Champion Open Family defeats Miles Bourne. NXT Women's Champion Stephanie McCure defeats Juggernaut Jordan Grace. Chandler Stacks Lorenzo defeats Tony D'Angelo. Hank Walker and Tank Legger defeat Josh Briggs and the Colin. Alright. NXT Women's North American Champion Soroko defeated Kelani Jordan. Alright. Run running blind in the night gotta pick my feet up off the ground, keep out of sight and make no sound. I tried to tell them no right from the start. I am Runaway and Raging Fury, and I am here to live blog this pro wrestling show for you folks. Alright, the main show kicks off with the unusual montage of talent arriving at the arena. The usual hype reel video package for the show tonight show follows. Alright, so we get the first match. Kelani Jordan versus Saruko for the NXT Women's North American Champion. This match was fantastic. This match was good. And Soroka hit like a 360 soul snatcher. That was incredible. That was a highlight moment of the night. This match was fantastic. Running fast out the gates of the ropes, Kelani Jordan sidesteps and drop kicks, drop down, leapfrog, cartwheel, leapfrog back, handspring, cartwheel over a leapfrog stalemate. Soroka standing on her back and surfing. Kelani Jordan shrugs her off. Big right hand pops her in the mush off the ropes. Leapfrog back roll heel trip into the step over Toho sleeper. Saruka with a delayed vertical suplex, kip up back handspring into a hurricanrana pin. Reverse only 2 count. Trading pinning pre pre comments perfect driver from Kelani Jordan. No Vader bomb corkscrew into an axe kick gets Kelani Jordan another near fall. She throws Saruka into the corner, puts her in. Northern Lights suplex into the pin for 2. Kelani Jordan picks her legs, Achilles lock kick, and stomps on the kick knee, rolling over into a single leg crab, surfing on the jackknife pin. Cover for 2 into the cover. Elbow. Kelani Jordan steps up, training shots. Saruka jumps off the top rope and avalanches, and X Factor connects, but she slows the she's slow to capitalize. So um so let's move on. Kelani Jordan with the momentum after both women recover fighting on the apron. Big elbow from Saruka staggers her. She slings Kelani Jordan back inside, block a super kick, but the insecurity sends her crashing to the floor. Kelani Jordan out the apron outside moves on connects, throwing Saruka back inside. Kelani Jordan gets in Zarya's face, briefly back inside herself. Powerbomb attempt reverse. Saruka with a standing surfboard drop into a double stomp backbreaker. Kilani joined to the floor and Saruka dives on her back inside. Cross Smash gets Saruka another 2 count. Kilani joined cuts her off with a DDT off the top. Cross Splash of her own. Still no up top and jockeying for position. Kilani Jordan Avalanche is Frankenstein, but Saruka lands her lands on her feet. Spirit cannot put Kilani Jordan down. Soul Snatcher counter. Saruka goes up top. Kilani Jordan climbs to meet her. Jockeying for position. Avalanche Spanish fly, but Saruka kicks out. Trading strikes, but both women staggering, running on front. On front, Saruka lays her out with a super kick, charging, and Kilani Jordan's counters with a stump. Split-legged moonsault by Zarya. But Zarya rolls, so Kilane Jordan rolls Saruka out of the way. Zarya rolls Saruka out of the way and gets ejected from her troubles. Kilani Jordan nails Saruka with a kick back inside. Soul Snatcher block again. Up top, Saruka knocks her down. Soul Snatcher halfway across the ring. It's over. That was a highlight moment of the night right there. When Saruka hits a Soul Snatcher halfway across the ring. That was so incredible. That was a highlight moment of the night. The winner by pinfall. Saruka wins by pinfall with a Soul Snatcher, retaining the NXT Women's North American Champion. This match was fantastic. By Saruka and Keelan Jordan. This match was fantastic to kick off the show. We see Ava Ray backstage chatting with Dales and Tomenta in her office. Mike Santa his interview backstage. He says it's taking him 16 years to walk through the doors here in WWE. He's very excited and he's coming for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So he's coming for whoever wins out of Joe Hendry and Trick Williams. No Dakota Catch Crew interrupts Sans Miles Bourne, who is presumably off warming up for his title shot tonight. Charlie Dempsey says his bad enough Joe Hendry's here to steal his spotlight. They don't need another TNA guy sticking his nose into NXT business. Charlie Dempsey, Mike Bicker, and Tavion High step in to defuse the situation by offering Santana a match on Tuesday in his respect, which Mike accepts. So we get the next match. So we get Hank Walker, Tank Lager, and Josh Ridge versus the Colin, Brooks Jensen, Nico Vice, and Sean Spears. And this match right here, this was a this was a decent six tag team match. Josh Ridge advanced to start. Josh Barnes Bum rushed him into the corner and tags to Walker, working him over in the corner, running Bulldog, and then they honk, and Eagle bells to the floor. Low Bridge sends Shawn Spears and Brooke Jensen to the floor. Triple K dives, wipes the calling out. On the apron, Hank gets blasted into the post by Vance, and Brooks takes him back inside for a big wicked right hooks and an uppercut that sets up a vertical suplex for to working Walker over for a bit. He gets a tattoo Tank and Lager comes in a house afire. Josh Briggs takes Jensen out with a backbreaker while Hank and Tank get Sean Spears up top. Double suplex tag to Josh Briggs. Josh Spears off the top with a moonsault so close. Match breaking down. Sean Spears dives on Josh Briggs. Double stomp assisted domination from the other two Collins. Hank breaks it up. Hank and Tank. double pounce on Sean Spears. Sean Spears pulls Brooks Jensen inside, side slam, big splash, big splash elbow pad off. He fires up. Nico Vice holds Josh down. Izzy Dan nails him with a boot, but he kicks out. Alright, Brooks, Josh Briggs takes Brooke Jensen out with a big lyric. Tag to Hank, tag to Tank. They got Brooks where they want him, and they sandwich him and follows it up. Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs wins by pinfall with the assisted power slam from Hank and Tank on Brooke Jensen. This was a this was a decent 6-man tag team match. Post match, the Column pulled their babyface trio into the ring to work them over. Sean Spears tells Easy Dan to to get him a chair. Yosuke Anamura is here and he stops her from bringing the chair in. Anamura cleans the calling up with chair shots and the babyfaces. Really, they all got their shirts off. Josh is ecstatic to see his buddy Yosuke Anamura and they hug. All Ego Ethan Page's interview backstage. He ignores the interview's question in favor of cutting a promo on Ricky Saints. He says Ricky Saints thinks he's the coolest guy in NXT, but that's all for show. Because on the inside, he's one of the most insecure human beings he's ever met. How else can you explain making such poor decisions besides on emotions and giving Ethan Page a title match on Tuesday? Ricky Saints been following his footsteps, but his paths ends here. Every rain rolls up to tell him that the match is gonna kick off the show on Tuesday. Ethan Page is happy about it, but she tells him to shut up and continues explaining that whoever wins the title will defend it at World Collide. Chain Stacks Lorenzo versus Tony D'Angelo. And this match right here, this was a this was a pretty good match for what it was. Alright. Front ch- front Channery from D'Angelo knees lifts Big Larry and a closeout sends Lorenzo to the floor back. Inside Channing trips him up and hammers hard elbows to the back of the Don neck. Front Chancery draws him up, but Tony D'Angelo counters with a back body drop. Superman punch grounded Channing's face into the ropes and then throwing him to the floor. D'Angelo throws him to the stairs and jaws at him, but Stacks counters and gets him into the ribs with the point of the stairs before drop kicking him into the stairs. Super properly back inside, working the Don over. Locks in the corner. Cover for two. Kneeling Cobra twisted applies shifting gears to a body scissor to grind Tony down. Trading chop, trading chops on the mat. Body punches elbow, and the Don starts to get a head of steam up only for Channing to nail him with a body blow to the ribs. Guillotine knees drops across the back. D'Angelo next for two. Two manage to disturb a belly to belly suplex, and both men are down and out. Trading punches, D'Angelo grabs a punch injury, hammering Stacks with body blows before dropping him to the middle of the ring. Drawing him back up, Lorenzo slips out, kick to the ribs. Insecurity, Tony sidesteps another knee drop. Waistlock, Everest German suplex gets two. Powerbomb counter with a triangle choke. Lorenzo throwing punches, Tony powers through it and completes the powerbomb. Body punches, the Don suddenly stops. Clearly in emotional distress from beating on a childhood friend Stacks. Looking at his hand, Lorenzo gets to his feet. Out to the apron, he rams D'Angelo into the post. Back inside, D'Angelo mounts and comeback forgets about it. Nope, Lorenzo considering his option. He goes to the corner for the crowbar, but it's not there. Tony smacks his head into the post, takes him back inside, and now Stacks backs off, saying he made a mistake. But the Don tells him he made his bed and stumps his head. Alright, Spinebuster followed it up, but Luca Castrino is at ringside and gets Tony's attention by his by his mere presence, referring warning him of getting involved in Channing kicks D'Angelo low while he distracts Stacks, lining him up. Channing says Lorenzo wins by pinfall with a sick kick to the back of the head. Now this match right here, this was a pretty good match right here. Post match, Carfino goes into the ring with Don. It's a tense moment, but Luca opens his arms for a hug, only for Tony D'Angelo to turn and walks away. We see Trick Williams warming up backstage. So we get the Juggernaut Jordan Grace versus Stephanie Mercure for the NXT Women's Champion. This match right here, this is a good match. This is a good match right here between Juggernaut Jordan Grace and Stephanie Mercure. Collar and elbow, Jordan Grace gets a race like Stephanie Mercure rolls out of it and reverse. Juggernaut slips. Jordan Grace slips out and takes her down into kneeling arm bar out of it. Back and forth. Stephanie Mercure with a straight suplex. Tiger fan kick, but suplex handful of hair and she calls for devil's kiss. But Jordan Grace rolls her to the floor and electric chair drops her into the announcer desk. Back inside, Jordan Grace pressing the attack, drawing her up. Fireman's carry, stamping the Dark Angel neck first into the turnbuckles, but she reversed to a sleeper hold. Back backpack Santon counters the sleeper. Sterling Kill follows with the cross armbar and in the ropes and a big crossbody. Soul Food connects corner elbow, counter knee, the corner knee back suplex connects. Devil's Kiss follows DDT note. Uptime juggling for position. Superplex roll into a jackhammer. So close. Schoolboy gets Stephen Mercury too. Figuring, fighting from guard, bringing out of of a of a pan. Underhook. Juggernaut Jordan gets floats over. Pump handle. Beast mode. Counters into inside cradle. Only two. Alright. Reverse and reverse. Several kill slips out. Rolls Jordan Grace up for a 2 count. Block a right elbow and concert. What's that? Creaser, creasing kick sends Jordan Grace to the apron to the floor. Jordan Grace with a fireman's carry. Stephanie McKill slips out and shoves her through the timekeeper's barricade. Underhook uh, GSBB connects this time. Juggernaut Jordan Grace won't stay down. Trading elbows with women putting it all into each both back fist from Juggernaut Jordan Grace puts their Mercury in the corner. Boosts up the chart on the charts and the champion hits a dragon screw up top and jogging for position. She got Juggernaut Jordan Grace down and out. Several Kerr wins by pinfall with a spiritual trap, retaining the NXT Women's Championship. This match was fantastic between Juggernaut Jordan Grace and Stephen Mercure. This match was fantastic. Post match, we see delays in the crowd starting daggers at Stephen Mercure. Ricky Sainz is introduced for an in-ring interview. He says Ethan Page stands he's a genius, mastermind, but like he's more like the guy at the party that nobody invited or wants to have around. And he figured after he beats him at NXT at Standard Delivered, he'll be done with him. So it seems like he's obsessed with old Ricky Saints. Put the title on the line, not because he's desperate, but because he knew that all ego wouldn't be able to let it slide. He tried. He's tired of him, and if that means he has to start the show before defending the title on Tuesday, then he then hey baby, let's dance. As far as World Collide goes, he's not shy. Unlike Ethan, if anybody wants a piece of Ricky Saints, then you can come and get it. He holds the title up and says that makes him a advisor, and if he gotta fight the best AAA has to to offer well. Argo Ethan Page blindsides him. Ricky Saints recovers, security pulls Ethan Page away, and Ricky Saints goes up top and dives off the turnbuckles and into the floor. All right, let's move on. So we get Miles Bourne versus the ruler of NXT over Feminine NXT Championship. And this match right here, this match was this match was good. Circling collar and elbows, struggling over family shoves him into the corner. Both boot up, sides headlock, shot off, drop down, roll over, front chancery. Over family throws Evans Miles Bourne away, and they stalemate. Hip toss block, backflip out of it. Miles Bourne blasts him with a drop kick, and the ruler is staggered crossbody caught over family rams him into the corner. Pressing the attack, pushing Miles Bourne, stepping on him, throwing him into the ropes, and clubbing him with an elbow to the kidneys. Miles Bourne throws desperate right hands to fights back into it, but over Femi cracks him across the jaw and follows it with the knees to the midsection and and an Irish curse for 2 count. The ruler land kicks another Irish curse into the backbreaker hole. Miles Barnes struggles out, but Obafemi drops him with a lariat. Miles Barnes gets a sleeper hold to try and grind the champion down. Rams into the corner, but he hangs on to it, jockling for position on the apron. Ruler with a suplex, a right hand back inside. Double knees, gutbuster, so close. Kneeling weird chin lock, a knee grounding into Miles Burns' spine. Um, Shifting to a reverse chinlock back suplex. Miles Bourne lands on his feet and launches the champion shoulder first into the ring post. Miles Bourne launches big right hands off the ropes. Pop up drop kick and Overfemi falls to the floor. Miles Bourne top con Chongoro back inside over for 2 count. Overfemi box his ears. Short whip float over Miles Bourne hits a snap scoop power slam for 2. Miles Bourne with a standing moonsault, nobody home. Old family with a fireman's carry. He got the double knees Gusbuster Scout standing moonsault, knees up, and over family hits the choke slam. Not 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 enough. Miles Bourne once an average German suplex ram into the corner alongside, but he rolls with it and hits a DDT on the champion. Heading up top, Miles Bourne purchased nobody home on a dive. He rolls through. He caught us over family from Grace Hurricane so close over family with a big elbow. backsplash. Miles Warren catches him and snap off a German suplex. Miles Warren off the top diving splash over Femi kicks out, kicks kicks out, trading right hands in the middle of the ring. Miles Warren going toe to toe with him. Dunk Dunk a lariat, drop kick takes the champion off his feet. Over Femi his switch death Miles kick out of fall from Grace. Head of Sting, Schoolboy for two. Both men go for Larry, and Overfemi gets the better of the two. Miles Morales puts himself up. Overfemi gets under his arms, tosses slam another. Overfemi falls from Grace, taking 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 no chances. He rolls Miles Morales through and hits a second one. Overfemi wins by pinfall with two consecutive falls from Grace, retaining the NXT champion. This match was good as well too. All right, post match, Overfemi gives Miles Born a nod of approval and respect on his way back up the SL. We cut to backstage where Seth Mercury is being confronted by Chick Tamara and 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 they and delays. Abraham rolls up to try to calm things down. Jesse Jane turns in and slaps Stephen Mercury in the face, and we get a pull apart. AJ Styles narrates the video package for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship match, which is a nice touch. I love that package. AJ Styles package highlights right there. That was a good package. That was a good highlight package right there. Highlight that was a good highlight um video package right there. All right, so we get um I guess the main event of the evening. Yeah, the main event of the evening. Joe Hendry versus Trick Williams for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And this match right here, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This match right here, this was a how do I feel about this main event? This main event match was just it was just too quick, but it needed to last more. It just but it didn't last long. But this match right here, this was a average match, average main event match. Action to the floor very quickly. Joe Hendry laid Trick Williams out back inside. Trick Williams with a fall away slam, following it with his own snap zoom turn smile, stump clap. Joe Hendry get up, fired up, and Trick Williams catches him with the bookhand, jockeying for position in the turnbuckles. Fall away slam connects. Trick Williams knocks him down in the distance, trading hooks for uppercuts. Joe Hendry gets the better of him, but Trick Williams covers him with a knee and follows it with an axe kick. Trick Williams looks Trick Williams looks at his hand and gives us a spinner running to Booker T. Delight Joe Hendry comes back in and rock bombs note. Joe Hendry holds him up for another big slam. Trick Williams mounted a cornerback and hits a Mike Mike Gillicutt off all things. Guillotine choke falling to the mat. The hook are in Joe Hendry escapes, snap zoom turn, smile stump clap, Trick flips out of it. Joe Hendry sidesteps God, standing ovation connects. Trick Ones gets a foot on the ropes. Low bridge sends Trick Ones to the floor. Trick Low bridge sends Trick to the floor. He drops toe. He draw toe holds Joe Hendry into the steel steps, hooking him in the front of the table, bookend through the announcer desk. Back inside, Trick Owens grabs the belt. Referee Daryl Sharma Daryl Shama warns him of, and Joe Hendry gets a flash pin. Near fall Flapjack into the title belt. Trick Williams lines him up. Trick Williams wins by pinfall with Trick Shot to become your new TNA World Champion. And this was an average main event match. And WWE NXT Battleground goes off the air. Alright, let me give my honest opinion what I think about WWE NXT Battleground. Alright. Now WWE NXT Battleground was I might as well say it was a good show, and I give it an 8.9 out of 10. But the main event was just an average show for what it was, a average match for what it was. But now that Trick Williams has won the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, do you think Trick Williams is going to TNA after that? It is what it is, man. We have to wait and see. So Trick Williams wins the TNA Championship off wins the TNA World Championship. I did not. I didn't expect that Joe Hendry dropped the TNA World Championship to Trick Williams so soon, but it is what it is. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE NXT Battleground review on highlights, make sure you guys please watch the video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content because I give you guys the full review, not half my review. Follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my AEW Double or Nothing review on highlights that I got to set to my premiere. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE Raw review on highlights. This your boy Bigboysnacksjonnytv, aka what kind of snacks you want, because I got plenty to go around. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.